Jack Ryan is based on this character who was created by Tom Clancy, who's a very famous author in the United States. He sold 650 million books. And Graham and I came up with an original story using this character. And our story is about Jack Ryan, who's an analyst at the CIA. He writes reports and he investigates financial crimes, and he discovers this terrorist has accumulated $9 million, and he's very concerned about what this guy's going to do with that money, because that's 20 times the amount of money that was spent on 9/11. So he then ends up he ends up going out of the office into the field to try to track this guy down and find out what his plan is.
I don't think we felt a tremendous amount of pressure when we started, because there had been 4 previous actors to inhabit the role, so it didn't feel like we were necessarily trying to live up to one of those actors. We felt we had a license to kind of put our own spin on who the character was, while kind of maintaining the key ingredients of what made him so popular in the first place, which is his moralism, his intelligence, and his sort of kind of everyman quality. Ordinary guy in extraordinary situations.
You know, he was on a very short list of actors, but I think that he was the first person we offered the part to, and we were very fortunate that Jonh said yes. It's very hard to find someone that has all the qualities of this character. He has to be charismatic, he has to be relatable, he has to be an action hero, he has to, most of all, be very smart. And Jonh has all those qualities, and so he was the right guy. And you know, Graham and I were very concerned that if we didn't, as good as the writing was, if we didn't have the right actor, you know, my attitude is we shouldn't make the show.
I think the series, which is approximately 8 hours, is more actually like the novels that Tom Clancy wrote than the films. I think just by nature of having a story that has to begin and end in 2 hours, you're focused on a smaller portion of what the books did. You know, you're focused on Jack Ryan, the good guy, and then whoever the antagonist is. But fans of the books will remember that there was a lot of great other characters and other stories that were going on that you were kind of reading and turning the chapters, waiting to see how they would intersect with Jack's story. And I think we have that quality in our show. It's sort of more of a mosaic. So while we have Jack Ryan and James Greer and Kathy Mueller, who fans will remember from the books and the films, we also have a character who becomes a Syrian refugee, and Dina Shihabi's character. We have obviously the bad guy. We have a drone pilot, Victor, who becomes a significant character, and all of these people have their own stories and their own storylines that eventually connect with Jack's.
You know, I think that this show is about a classic hero, someone who really cares about doing good things in the world, who really cares about his mission, who has a strong moral code. He works in a very competent organization. I think the message is that being professional, being competent, being altruistic, these are things that really are really valuable in this world. And you know, we live in a world now where a lot of the messaging we get from our leaders is not that. No, I mean, I have no desire to reboot Lost. It was great. We told the story that we wanted to tell, and I think a lot of these reboots haven't worked out very well. They get a lot of attention, but I think then they fade quickly, and I would not want to go back and do a bad version of the story. I mean, it was a really incredible experience, and we got a chance to tell the story we wanted to tell, and so there are no plans for a reboot.
What about Nash Bridges? What about a Nash
Maybe Nash Bridges I would reboot.